Oh, I never knew that.
That's how I know when people are done when they let themselves out. So
We've never been told
um,
that in district court. We always have to ask the judge's secretary or somebody, say, hey, we're done, let us back in.
yeah, there's some kind of a command at your end. Apparently, Matt and Ms. Brown figured it out. Okay, so Shannon, you could put us on the record now.
Okay.
Okay, we are back on in the matter of Brown versus Brown. We're here today on an alleged violation of a personal protection order. And gentlemen, have you had any conversation as to how you'd like to proceed today?
Your Honor, we have, I don't know if Matt wants to, or Mr. Way wants to kind of outline our discussions.
Your Honor, Mr. Brown's in jail he's being held on criminal charges. So this is kind of the least of his worries. So I would be in agreement, and as would the petitioner, that if he were to admit to the violation, that we would ask the court to sentence him to time served, with the understanding that a future violation would maybe be handled differently. Mr. Rosenthal also mentioned the possibility of a no contest plea, and I have no objection to that. I think there should be a probable cause sheet in the court file if that's what we need to do.
Yeah.
I was about to ask that myself. I'm assuming the incident is also what the alleged violation also is related to why he's being held. So I'm sure he would not want to prejudice himself in that proceeding. So I believe that potential criminal liability would provide a valid basis for this court to accept a no contest plea.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all we were asking for.
Okay. So, Mr. Brown, could you raise your right hand, please? You do swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
State your full name, please.
Corey Andrew Brown.
Mr. Brown, do you understand that you will be entering a no contest plea to violating the personal protective order?
I do.
Do you understand that by doing so, you would be giving up the right to a hearing and the right to be represented by counsel at that hearing if you cannot afford one?
I do.
Do you understand that throughout the hearing, you would be presumed innocent until your guilt is proven beyond a reasonable doubt?
I do.
Do you understand that you have the right to have witnesses, all the witnesses against you appear and testify, to ask those witnesses questions, and to have the judge to order by subpoena any witnesses that you would like to present at the hearing?
I do.
Do you understand that you are not required to testify at the hearing and nobody can say anything about you not testifying or hold it against you?
I do.
And you understand that you do have the right to testify if you choose to do so?
I do.
You understand that if I accept your no contest plea today, that there will be no contested hearing. You would be giving up the rights that I have told you about, and you would also be giving up the claim that any plea was not your own choice, but rather the result of promises or threats that were not disclosed to the court.
I do.
You understand that the maximum penalty for violating a personal protection order is up to 93 days in jail and or a fine of up to $500.
I do.
And do you understand that any appeal from the conviction and sentence following your no contest plea will be by application for leave to appeal and not by right?
I do.
Do you understand that if you are on probation or parole, this plea could affect your probation or parole status?
I do.
Has anyone threatened you?
No.
Has anyone promised you anything?
Nope.
And is it your choice today to plead no contest to violating the PPO?
Now, can we back that up for a second? Has anybody ever promised me anything? Does that include voices in my head that I'm hearing? Would that be a promise?
Well, you understand that those aren't promises that the court would have any ability to enforce.
Okay, I'm just making sure I'm on the right page here, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your
Right,
Honor,
I'm
may-
talking
May-
I'm
may I
talking
just-
about promises made by your attorney, promises made by the prosecutor, anything that made to you to induce you to plead no contest.
Ah, I see.
And go ahead.
Okay, that'd be no then. I'm just making
Okay.
sure. Sorry.
Mr. Rosenthal, did you want to add something?
No, I was just gonna, Mr. Brown, other than what you've heard on the record in the sense that you're gonna be pleading no contest and that the prosecutor is not objecting to time served, other than those promises, nobody in the court system has made any other promises with regard to trying to get you to resolve this case,
Correct.
correct?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Rosenthal. Okay, the court does have a probable cause supplemental information sheet, which is part of the court file. I have had the opportunity to review that. The court does find that this plea was understandingly, voluntarily, and knowingly made, and I do accept Mr. Brown's no contest plea to the violation. I'm going to sentence him to time served. And that, I believe, concludes our hearing today.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're welcome. Thank you all.